Oh, sorry. Jeez, Mike. I didn't mean to have that going for you. Hungry people, we got chicken pan pie. It's chicken pot pie in a pan. You guessed it, because the book is called A Man Pan Plan, not a man pot plan. And pots, let's face it, are cumbersome, they're large, they're difficult to clean, they hate puppies. So we're gonna use a pan and we're gonna save a puppy today. With our chicken pan pie, we're gonna put a little bit of oil in here. And because it's preheating, we can immediately add the chicken. And that's gonna cook up until browned, about 8 to 10 minutes. So I want to show you a cool trick here. Leaves of the rosemary sprig grow up and out. So to quickly take the leaves off, you're going to reverse it, you're going to turn it upside down, and you're going to pull backwards. Strip it. It's unbelievable. We're going to want about 2 sprigs of this stuff. The tender ends, you don't have to worry about those. You can just pull those right off. And we're going to chop these up. And we're going to put them in the pot pie with leeks, carrots, peas, stock, and the secret ingredient, beer. I'm going with a traditional Yingling lager. And we're going to put puff pastry sheet on top. I know you're thinking, what? Puff pastry sheet? I'm baking now? I thought I was cooking. Yeah, I don't bake. I'm a dude. Look, I'm telling you, you can't have chicken pan pie without this beautiful puff pastry on top. We're ready to go, so we're going to transfer this to a paper towel lined plate. And you may be noticing some of the brown bits that are left behind by the cooking chicken. This is a very good thing. Fancy chefs call this fond, F-O-N-D. So after we take the chicken out, we're going to put our vegetables in. Look, I'm even going to do it at the same time. There goes the carrots. Out comes the chicken. In goes the leeks. Out comes this little bit of chicken. Finally, in goes some frozen peas. As the vegetables begin to release their moisture, you pick up some of this fond or some of these tasty bits. And we're just looking to get the leeks kind of softened. You know, leeks have a tender side too. It's just coaxing them to feel comfortable enough to express themselves. Beer, chicken stock. This is going to form the liquid base for our pot pie. As much as I want to drink this right now, the pot pie needs it more than I do. You could use all kinds of stuff in here. You could use a wheat beer, you could use a stout if you wanted to unleash your darker side of pot pieing. We're going to take our rosemary here. We're going to drop that in. It's going to give like some great fall flavors to it. We're going to put our chicken back in. And the flour is just going to thicken things up so you get to that point where it's, you know, this kind of like really delicious stew soup thing. You can already see when you start to add the flour that things begin to get that incredible golden chicken pot pie color. We'll move over here and we are going to pop on the puff pastry. All right, now we're gonna add this to the oven. This is like so simple to put together, and it's gonna look incredible and impressive, and it's gonna make people's brains leak out of their ears when you pull it out of the oven. But you really didn't do shit, you know? You basically just cooked up some stew and you put something that was already made from the freezer aisle on top of it. But don't tell them that, because you wanna look like a person who cares instead of a person who just cares enough. See the crust is starting to bubble up there? Oh, we got about 5 more minutes on it, so we're gonna let it rest. Look at this thing coming out of the oven, right? You got this incredible puff pastry on top. Look at that flaky crust, meaty chicken inside. You got all this vegetables. Come on now. What are you waiting for? Buy the book and make some damn chicken pan pie.